How's it going, everybody? I'm Swampy, and a while back I taught myself how to make 3D models, and it's been a while since I've made some 3D model of some sort. So recently I decided to make something from tf2, my favourite video game. As our main soldier in Sixes, I decided to make his class icon because I thought it would be something cool to have. So here's how I made it. So the first main step to making a 3D print is to have a 3D model. So after a few minutes of recapping how to use my software that I hadn't used in ages, I started modelling. The first thing I did is I imported a picture of the class icon and drew around it. The next step was to expand my model so that it would actually be 3D. The next step was to fill in the gaps in between the rocket segments and add some textures. Unfortunately, I hit a bit of a snag with the tip of the rocket, which I'd shaped out wrong, so I had to reshape it a bit.
His real inspirations come to him now.
Now that was fixed, I got back to finishing off the model. After a bit more tweaking, I was ready to print. Alright, the printer seems to have just finished printing something. Let's see what it's got. Oh, that's broken. So yeah, there was a slight problem in my model, and that was that there was a really weak spot just between the bottom of the rocket and the first segment of the rocket, which meant that it actually ended up breaking. So I ended up having to go back to the model and fix that before I could print it again and hopefully get a better result. I think I ended up having just a little bit too much fun at the end there. But I wasn't done just yet. I still needed to add a little bit of colours to the model. So as I already printed it in red, I decided to get some blue paint out and paint half of it blue so that I could have the team colours on my model. Now, I'm not going to deny that I'm quite a lazy person. In fact, I'm kind of lazy to the point of creativity. So instead of getting a paintbrush out, having to masking tape it all off, I decided just to dip the model into some wool paint because it was the only blue paint I had that was in a big enough container for me to dip the model into. Alright, here comes the bit where I mess everything up. So yeah, it ended up working alright. I didn't completely ruin the model, and it's quite a nice paint job if you ask me. Although it's not perfect, as you can see down here, that's kind of what you expect from trying to take an easy option. And apart from that, it's also filled up the gaps up here, which you probably can't see. All the lines are nice and straight, so yeah, ultimately it's quite good. Just kidding, the paint job sucks. I made the majority of that video a few months back, got burnt out on making it, and now I've just finished touching it up. A lot of the things I said in there are out of date. For instance, I no longer main soldier in Sixes, I main medic. Anyway, that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video.